In today's video, I'm going to be taking a deep dive into some of the best weapons to use in Season 4 of Delta Force. Whether you've already sunk hundreds of hours into the game, or you're trying this game out for the first time, choosing the right weapon can make all the difference in every gunfight. So today, I'll be breaking down the top weapons to dominate in warfare, and maybe even operations. So let's get straight into it. To get things started, I'll be taking a look at the Bizon SMG. This is one of my favorite weapons in this game, but the reason it's last on the list is because of its very odd recoil pattern and its time to kill of 0.3 seconds anywhere to the body or head within the max damage range. Aside from that, the Bizon is pretty much a mini LMG, with none of the negative attributes that come with an LMG like slower movement stability and handling. With the extended mag equipped, you're given the opportunity to spray bullets to your heart's desire. And with its relatively fast handling and very reliable stability, you can easily engage in longer range gunfights. The base accuracy is a lot better than other SMGs in the game, so even if you decide to tank the accuracy on your builds, you can still hip fire with ease. This SMG does have a max damage range of 23 meters with the ultra long barrel and the echo suppressor equipped, so it is encouraged to keep enemies within short to mid range. But the long range potential of this SMG is top tier. At the time this video was released, the Bizon can only be used in the support and the recon class, so there's plenty of options when it comes to which operator you want to use. Number 4 on the list is going to be the M250 LMG. I've been neglecting the LMG since day one of this game's release, and I honestly regret not trying them sooner. The M250 was nerfed when Season 4 was released. For now, this LMG delivers 45 hipfire damage instead of 55, the hand damage multiplier has been reduced to 0.8, and the damage at different ranges has been reduced. Damage at 40 meters has gone from a 0.8 multiplier to 0.78, damage at 50 meters has gone from a 0.75 multiplier to 0.63, damage at 70 meters has gone from a 0.55 multiplier to 0.53, and damage at 90 meters has actually been increased from 0.45 to 0.48. But even with these nerfs in place, this LMG is a monster. With the time to kill between 0.3 and 0.1 seconds within the max damage range, there's almost no stopping this LMG. The base handling is already incredibly slow, and if you want to build this weapon to have more control and stability, then the handling is obviously going to get worse. So it's going to be pretty ideal to keep enemies within medium to long range. The M250 comes with a bipod so you can go prone or mount up on ledges for extra control and stability to engage in long range gunfights. And with the right attachments, you can easily beam enemies at 100 meters. The only thing keeping this weapon so low on this list is its insanely slow handling and terrible accuracy, but this is an LMG after all, so I wouldn't expect anything less. LMGs can only be used on the engineer class as of right now, and I honestly wouldn't expect that to change anytime soon, unfortunately. The third weapon on this list is the Aug. As far as I know, this is one of the most used weapons in warfare and operations, and I can see why. With the time to kill between 0.4 and 0.1 seconds within the max damage range, this is easily one of the best ARs in the game, and with the right attachments equipped, the Aug is legitimately a laser beam. In the right hands, you could easily dominate the other team with ease. This AR delivers 20 damage to the body and 50 damage to the head, and at 80 meters, the Aug delivers 16 damage to the body and 40 damage to the head. There isn't a whole lot to say about this AR because it really speaks for itself. The hold breath duration is a bit shorter than other weapons depending on which attachments you equip, and the handling is on the slower side, but even then, there's almost no other weapon that can compete with the Aug. This AR is only available in the Recon and Engineer class at the time of making this video, so it will be a bit harder to play aggressively with those operators, but this gun is seriously in a class of its own. Number 2 on the list is going to be the SMG-45. Big surprise, I know. If built right, this is one of the only SMGs that can keep up with most ARs in the game because of its low recoil. It's pretty easy to control this weapon at range, and while the damage drops off pretty quick, you can still get easy kills in less than 10 shots at 100 meters. The fire rate is on the slower side, sitting at 605 RPM, but the high damage the SMG-45 delivers helps balance it out, with the time to kill between 0.4 and 0.3 seconds within the max damage range. This SMG is one of the few weapons that can be balanced well when it comes to building in the gunsmith. This build I like to use only has a 51 millisecond increase in ADS speed and a 3 millisecond increase in sprint to fire speed, and a 0.05 meter per second increase in ADS movement speed. If you wanted to build this weapon for more control and stability specifically, you could get a hold breath duration as high as 44 seconds, and you could bring the lens firing stability down to a 0.17 multiplier. The base accuracy on the SMG-45 is one of the best in the entire SMG class, with the standing spread sitting at 1.58 and the max spread sitting at 3.95. So even if you tank the accuracy in favor of control and stability, you can still get easy hipfire kills without breaking a sweat. The SMG-45 is available on the support and recon classes just like the Bizon, but I think it could be utilized a bit better in the support class since you can play more aggressively with the medics in this game. And for the best weapon on this list, we have the QCQ-171. This SMG is absolutely insane, and it can easily beat the SMG-45 in nearly any situation in my opinion. While the handling is a lot slower than the SMG-45, this weapon makes up for that with its insanely low recoil if it's built right. The max damage range of this weapon is 26 meters with the red tassel barrel, stable bolt, The max damage range of this weapon is 26 meters with the red tassel barrel, stable bolt, and the echo suppressor equipped, which is about 3 meters shorter than the SMG-45's max damage range with the suppressor equipped. Both of these SMGs deliver 26 damage to the chest and 32 damage to the head, but the time to kill is a lot better on the QCQ, giving you a time to kill between 0.3 and 0.2 seconds. The damage range drops aren't as severe as they are on the SMG-45 either, making it a lot easier to challenge enemies that are within medium to long range. The hold breath duration on this SMG is the highest I've seen on any of the full auto weapons in this game, going up to 47 seconds with the right attachments, with a lens firing stability multiplier of 0.12. The accuracy is probably the worst out of any SMG, with the base standing spread sitting at 2.5 and the max spread sitting at 6.25, but it's really not that noticeable if you're fighting enemies around point blank range. The QCQ can also eliminate enemies in under 10 shots at 100 meters, and it's easier to control than the SMG-45 when targeting further opponents in my opinion. While it is debatable if the QCQ is better than the SMG-45, I fully believe that the QCQ completely stomps out the SMG-45 in nearly any situation. It's obviously not encouraged to take SMGs into long-range fights, but this SMG can easily keep up with a lot of the ARs in this game. The QCQ is only available in the support class unfortunately, so you will be missing out if you aren't a fan of playing as a medic, but I'm telling you right now, this SMG has become one of the best in the game, and you should definitely give it another chance. With that out of the way, what are your thoughts on these weapons? There weren't any big balance changes in Warfare this season aside from the insane nerfs to the SR3M and the 3rd or 4th buff to Luna, but I honestly don't see any of these weapons used a lot anymore. It seems the SG-552 and the K416 have completely taken over in Warfare, but in my opinion, both of those ARs are pretty mid. These are obviously my own thoughts and opinions, so let me know what you think the best weapons are in the comments below. I've been streaming this game pretty often and completely raging in the process, so be sure to like and subscribe to see me lose my sanity in real time. Believe it or not, this game is nearly completely dead and there's not a whole lot to do anymore. So if you want to see me try out specific weapons or challenges in the future, then let me know in the comments as well. There isn't a whole lot to say besides that, so I'll see you all in the next video.